we talk about Taylor for a second?
Of course.
Travis Kelce just accidentally told the world exactly when he's marrying Taylor Swift, and the internet is in complete meltdown. It happened live, on camera, with millions watching. His PR team had to have watched it back in absolute horror. And here's the thing that mainstream media isn't talking about. It wasn't just what Travis said, it was what Taylor did immediately after. By the end of this video, you will understand what this moment means for the most watched couple in the world, and why the countdown to the biggest celebrity wedding of our lifetime may have already started. While the tabloids are busy counting down to some vague summer wedding, the real story is hiding in plain sight. Travis Kelce went on the Pat McAfee Show on March 10th, and in a moment that felt casual, almost throwaway, he dropped a specific detail that nobody in the mainstream press is fully unpacking. He said the wedding will happen before training camp, not sometime this year, not when the time is right, before training camp. That means before July 22nd. That is a deadline, a real one, and a man who just signed a $12 million contract and is planning a wedding in under 4 months is not winging it. This is a plan that is already in motion. Here is where it gets messy. Fans immediately started doing the math, and what they found is genuinely extraordinary. June 13th. Taylor Swift's lucky number is 13. June is the 6th month, and 6 has appeared in her lyrics, her album rollouts, her outfit choices for years. A Swiftie account with over 400,000 followers posted a thread breaking down every clue, and it currently has 87,000 likes. The comment that stopped me completely read, "She's been planning this date since the Eras Tour setlist. The Easter eggs were never about music. They were about this." I don't know if that's true, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. And then there's Rhode Island. Rumors have been circulating for weeks that Taylor's oceanfront mansion in Watch Hill is being quietly prepared for a private ceremony. The Ocean House Resort, steps from her property, is one of the most exclusive wedding venues on the East Coast. It sits on 13 acres. There are 13 acres. Now, the Westerly town manager told NBC 10 News that no permits have been pulled yet, but he also said, and I want you to hear this carefully, if it were to happen this June, it's my opinion that we would know by now. He said his opinion. He left the door open. And in Taylor Swift's world, silence from official channels is often the loudest signal of all. And then there's Rhode Island. Rumors have been circulating for weeks that Taylor's oceanfront mansion in Watch Hill is being quietly prepared for a private ceremony. The Ocean House Resort, steps from her property, is one of the most exclusive wedding venues on the East Coast. It sits on 13 acres. There are 13 acres. Now, the Westerly town manager told NBC 10 News that no permits have been pulled yet, but he also said, and I want you to hear this carefully, if it were to happen this June, it's my opinion that we would know by now. He said his opinion. He left the door open. And in Taylor Swift's world, silence from official channels is often the loudest signal of all. Now let's talk about what Travis said that his PR team did not expect. On the New Heights podcast, the very same platform where last year's slip-up set the internet on fire, Travis described watching Taylor work and said, and I want you to hear his exact words, "It's amazing to see her keep going to the table, keep finding new things to write about, keep finding new melodies, and still seeing her have that love and joy." He said love and joy. He didn't say talent. He didn't say ambition. He said love and joy. We brought in a behavioral communication expert to look at this language, and what they noted was striking. When people describe a partner using emotional language rather than professional language, it signals a deepening of the personal bond, not just admiration. Travis isn't talking about Taylor the artist. He's talking about Taylor, the person he is about to marry. We have to address the elephant in the room. Some of you are going to say this is all speculation, that celebrity couples have been rumored to be getting married forever, and it never happens when people predict. And you are not wrong. I will be honest with you. There is no confirmed date. There is no venue on record. There is no guest list leaked. But here is what is different this time. Travis Kelce gave a deadline publicly on ESPN. The Pat McAfee Show is not a red carpet interview where you can say anything. It reaches millions of sports fans who will hold him accountable. He said before training camp, that is not a vague romantic gesture. That is a schedule. Let's look at the families because this is where things get very interesting. Last year, Donna Kelce was everywhere. Talk shows, magazine covers, press interviews. She was the friendly, quotable face of the Kelce Swift story. Now, quiet. Scott and Andrea Swift, same thing. They went from occasional public sightings to almost total silence until that Bird Street's dinner this weekend. When the families of a famous couple go quiet and then resurface together in an intimate private setting, that pattern has meaning. In celebrity world, the inner circle closing ranks is always a sign that something is being protected, something is being prepared. Now let me play devil's advocate because you deserve the full picture. Maybe Travis saying before training camp was simply a practical answer to a practical question. Maybe the Rhode Island connection is a coincidence. Maybe the Bird Street's dinner was just a family catching up in LA. Maybe June 13th is nothing more than a calendar date that fans projected meaning onto. Travis is known for being open and warm. It is one of the things people love about him. He may simply not have thought through how a scheduling detail would read to 50 million people who dissect his every word. That is genuinely possible. But here is what I keep coming back to. Taylor Swift just became a billionaire. Forbes confirmed it on March 12th. $2 billion, the wealthiest female musician alive. Her album, The Life of a Showgirl, broke first-week sales records. She released a new single called Elizabeth Taylor, as in, one of the most iconic brides in Hollywood history, on March 10th, the same week Travis announced he's staying in the NFL and confirmed the wedding timeline. Elizabeth Taylor. The song is called Elizabeth Taylor. In Taylor Swift's universe, there are no coincidences. There are only Easter eggs we haven't decoded yet. One comment that has been going viral, currently sitting at over 34,000 likes, reads, "She released a song called Elizabeth Taylor the same week her fiancé announced their wedding date. She is the album. She is always the album." I don't know what the 13th studio album sounds like, but I have a feeling we're about to find out in the most extraordinary way possible. So what does this actually mean for us? It means the timeline is real. The wedding is happening before July 22nd. The families are involved and they're staying quiet for a reason. And Taylor Swift, who has spent her entire career turning her personal life into art, may be about to give us the greatest Easter egg she has ever planted. Not in a lyric, not in a music video, but in real life, in front of all of us. The question I want you to answer in the comments is this. Do you think June 13th is the date? And do you think Taylor will release music tied to the wedding? Or will she keep this one completely private? I want to hear your thoughts. If you are not subscribed yet, hit that button right now because I promise you, the next video on this story is going to be even bigger. Next Sunday, I am covering something that happened at the Oscars that nobody is talking about, and it involves this couple directly. You do not want to miss it.